was still supposed to be here, but we had to respect your time. So we're going to start saying that my name is Margarita, I'm a broker owner of Home Global Realty, and for me and my team, it's a pleasure to welcome everyone to the second women business event. Last year was very successful, so this year is going to be even greater. So thank you everyone for being here. As a community-oriented real estate office, we care about our neighborhoods. And we want to continue doing events like this to improve the quality of life of our neighborhood, which is Cypress Hill. We like to sponsor events to help the community. This Women's Month in particular, we will continue giving support to the creation of the BID, which is the Cypress Hills Fulton Business Improvement District. I have to mention that last year when we did this event, that was the main purpose to help creating the BID, and of course facing the issues and the needs that this community has. So Lo is going to speak about that after what we have done. So also the council member, but it was very successful a meeting. We're gonna recap after what is being achieved during this year. So therefore, we have invited women of influence and power, and everyone else, of course. Men, we don't discriminate here. We believe in equal rights. We believe in equal rights.
You guys are welcome.
Exactly. So help us to achieve these goals. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. And I want to introduce or welcome you to one of the powerful women that is in this room, and it's the council member, District 37, Honorable Sandy Nurse. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I just want to say before to give you the microphone that this year, last year we did the event in April, but it was celebrating Women's Month. This year we're celebrating with that. A little more motivated as a woman. I believe that we have the power to create things, to get united, to do things. If we get united, like I said, when women get united, great things happen. So let's make those things happen. Let's work together for this community so we can have a better neighborhood, a better place to live, and a better place to do business. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm the council member here. I just want to thank you for having me again. And this time I get to stay and actually eat. Last year I didn't. I was like, I gotta go. But I'm just, like I'm soaking in everybody in the room, and it's really incredible, all of the strength and talent and different skill sets and different offerings that everyone has here. I mean, we have, merchant organizers and entrepreneurs and folks, trying to empower our young mothers and new mothers and providing that really essential support and material need. We have institution builders and service providers. We have entrepreneurs and folks like weeding and keeping our city clean. And so there's so much here. There's so much power here. There's so much that we have that we can offer each other. And we come from different walks of life. We have different experiences, but what unites us is our common struggle and the common desire we have to see our community, see our neighborhood improved, see that our community gets the same resources that other communities get, that we have, that we get nice things too, but that those nice things don't come at the cost of folks who've been here and who've been working to build that. So as Margarita said, this is about being united and about working together more collaboratively. So, you know, I'm really excited to be in this position, to be able to support a lot of the efforts that exist here, and really to try to, like, you know, get out the vote effort for the Fulton Street bid and, you know, get those last remaining votes so that we can get this formalized, because we know that bids present an opportunity for folks at the city and the state level and even the congressional level to provide resources. And we know Fulton Street as a corridor needs resources. We know that it needs a lot. And so the more that we are advocating for the things we need with one big loud voice, the more that we'll get that response. And so I'm really just, I'm grateful to be working with you all. I'm here to support what you need. You all are closest to what's happening on the corridor. You know what this corridor needs. And I'm really looking forward to, you know, I feel like we're all just getting started in this, like, you know, we don't even have the bid yet, but there's so much momentum happening, and I feel like there's so much more to come. So I'm happy and humbled to be in community with you all, and I want to continue growing this. And thank you for your leadership on this. And I would love to continue growing this room so that we bring more people from the community, more leaders that we know exist in this room who are women as well. So thank you so much for your work.
Thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, talking about more women of influence, of power, we have many ones here. So Raquel, Leslie, Katty, Carmen, Laura, Raisa, Michelle, Belkis, ¿qué más? Vanessa. We have Teresa. We have Esther. We have Digna. We have Olga. So more than we can imagine. Some of them supposed to be here, but listen, counts that the one that are here. So thank you so much for your support. So I would like to go one by one, so you can introduce yourself and say the position that your power and influence position that you have, so everybody knows. So we're gonna start for Raquel. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be good enough, but if you want to come here, Raquel, so you can also say a few words.
Oh, really?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's what happens when you sit in the beginning of the table. Next time, I'll sit in the middle, all the way at the end, when Michelle is over there. Hello, everyone. My name is Raquel Olivares, and I'm the Assistant Commissioner for the Neighborhood Development Division at SBS. Super happy to be here today. You all know that Cypress Hill is special to me. And talking about women and power, I feel like for women like me to be in positions like the one that I have today, we need places like Cypress Hills. Why? Because Cypress was that place that gave me an opportunity many years ago to start working with economic development, and that's when I realized how passionate I was about working with small businesses. Now they're doing it with Katty, and they have done it with so many other women. So thank you, Cypress Hills, for that. Thank you. And to those of you that are here today, super excited to meet everyone. I think there's some faces that I don't know, so looking forward to meeting you and chatting with you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for being here, taking the time to come out and celebrate us and so amazing, so many amazing women. I also want to thank Carro Café as well. Catherine, she does an amazing job. She did an amazing job here. So my name is Katty. I'm the Senior Director of Business Services at Cypress Hills, and I'm very happy to be here and trying to form the Business Improvement District here in Fulton Street. Thank you.
Oh, we're really doing this, huh? We are. Hello, everyone. I'm Nydia Velasquez. I'm the Director of the Development and Legislation at SBS. I've been with Cypress in this formation process since sometime early last year. So to me, not only as being a person at SVS that will be happy to see this legislated and see it actually happen, but also as a resident of East New York and a consumer along Fulton Street, it will be even more beneficial to see this happen and know that, hey, this corridor is happening. It has great things taking place, and it was able to happen because the merchants and property owners were able to come together. So I look forward to meeting all the ladies in the room today, and happy Women's History Month.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, everybody. And my name is Laura Cirillo. I'm the owner of the Cypress Plumbing and Heater Supplies. And 3304 the Punto. This plumbing is very old. It's 50 years served to the community. But now I'm the owner just for 2 years. I'm a new owner. The building have a lot of history. Yes, everybody needs something about, the plumbing.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Berta Cedillo. I work with my sister at the Cypress Plumbing Supply, and also I'm preparing myself to open an online business.
Hi guys, I'll stand because my back is towards you. My name is Vanessa, and I have a nonprofit organization here in Brooklyn, East New York, Cypress Hills, and we service Bushwick. Our mission is to create community-based solutions towards poverty, hunger, and miseducation. So we do have a diaper bank, and we're the third diaper bank in Brooklyn, New York. We have a food pantry. We started our cycle relief program in January, which is educating people about period poverty. And we also started our doula relief services, and we also have a children's after-school literacy program. So I was invited here by Melody, who's our partners for our distribution site, Dance Analytics Studio. And I won't be able to stay for long, so if you see me sneak out, I have to go get my kids, and I'll be able to give you guys my business card on the way. I'll just pass it around.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Teresa Cunningham. I work for Bank of America. I'm a small business consultant. I'm also partnering with Cypress Hill. We are hosting seminars in the community center for small business owners who want to start a business, who've been in business, and I'm here to help. Any information you guys need, that's what I'm here for, and to support you. And I'm looking forward to meet all of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm a big Bacona. So I'm Digna Lane, and I work with the Shepherd Services as the Community Relations Manager, but I'm also a resident of East New York. I was sitting here reminiscing and walking from Franklin K. Lane through Fulton Street to remember what a beautiful site it was and how many things were there back when my birth certificate
I'm Belkis Dennis, Margarita's sister. I'm working with her, helping in anything that I do for the community. Thank you, Belkis.
Hey everyone, I also have a big mouth.
Hey, Michelle.
Michelle Neugebauer runs Cypress Hill Local Development Corporation, and I think I shared with some of the merchants when we had the bid dinner that 38 years ago, my first job at Cypress Hill was merchant organizing. So I walked up and down Fulton Street trying to get the businesses involved in the Merchants Association. It was fight crime. It was, you know, the crack era was going on. It was quite something. But I've always had an incredible amount of admiration for our small businesses because you work 24/7. You put your heart and soul into those small businesses. So if there's anything, everything we can do as Cypress Hill Local Development Corporation for the small businesses in the neighborhood. You really are the backbone. We want to do that. Thank you. I don't have to give my
You can come here if you want.
Hi, my name is April. My name is April Godot, and I'm the director of this Cypress Hill Child Family Care Network. We currently have 55 providers caring for 500 children, and what I do is help the women not only providing quality child care, but expanding and running business. Entrepreneur women, business owner, and I'm so happy that I'm here to build their own business. So thank you for this second year invitation, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. Okay, so who's next? Teresa? Yeah.
Hi everyone, I think I do have a big voice. My name is Teresa. I am the Executive Officer for Community Affairs at the Department of Sanitation. Our office is citywide, but I generally handle most of the Brooklyn stuff, so very happy to be here, very happy to network with all of you. Sanitation is always supportive of community, grassroots, all types of things that we need everyone's help to help improve our city and stuff like that. So happy to have conversations, happy to assist wherever we can, and it's good to be here.
Okay, I'm Luis. Hello, my name is Luis Guaman. I'm a brand new real estate agent, and it's a pleasure to meet everyone, and I hope to get to know all of you and learn from you guys as well, from all the experience I can get.
Diego Rios. Margarita, you did it again. I'm a real estate agent, broker. I work with Margarita under her supervision. I'm always supportive for what she's doing. I know the neighborhood for many, many years, and I see the need for the bid. And when I came back a couple of years ago and saw see what something was going on, and I got the pleasure of meeting the people behind it, that's when I said this is going places now. Because they tried before, it was not successful for many reasons. But one thing you need is leadership. And the leadership is here, and the intention is here, the effort is here, and you see the progress. Slowly, but it's getting there. So I'm fully supporting this from day one, and I will continue to do so. And here we are to the service, so make it the next one again and again. Thank you for coming.
How y'all doing, everyone? I'm Dominic Alexander. I'm a new community organizer. I'm the Sandy nurse, overseeing Cypress Hill, East New York, Brownsville, and I'm just honored to be in the room with everyone.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, my name is Lowell Herschberger. I work for Cypress Hills. Really proud to be able to support Margarita and the leadership with the bid development effort. Katty Garces, who's the staff on the project, and I like to see myself as a behind-the-scenes person trying to figure out how to support local leadership. Margarita asked me if I could just share a little bit about what we've accomplished since we were together last time, a year ago, right? So I have a few numbers, for those of you who like numbers, right? So 30 small businesses received grants or loans through all of your efforts. So, you know, one of the things, we don't want to just come here and talk about stuff and not actually do something about it, right? So concrete dollars on the ground to help businesses grow and thrive is super important, especially coming out of the pandemic. So we're really proud of that. Also, 52 businesses participated in technology training. So one thing on Fulton Street that we've noticed is that a lot of people don't take advantage of the technology resources that are there, whether it be Seamless or Grubhub or other sales systems or selling online. So technology training is one thing that we were able to offer this year through everybody's effort, through a grant from Unidos US. And we were able to also, in partnership with the council member, get additional money for cleanup. You know, cleanup on Fulton Street was one of the #1 priorities. Cleaner, safer Fulton Street, right, is our line. So thanks to the council member, we were able to secure additional funding to get people out on Fulton Street to clean up, as well as to plan a number of cleanup events. We've had 1, and we have 3 more to come, right, Kathy? So, and I was just walking here today, and I was like, wow, there really is a difference. It's really not like it was last year when I walked down Fulton Street and we walked around a mattress on the corner. Right? So thanks to everybody's effort in pulling together and coming up with solutions to really change what Fulton Street looks like. And then last but not least, the bid campaign is still chugging along. We have 218 statements of support right now, which is amazing. Thank you to everybody's effort. One big piece of support we got since last year was Phipps Development has signed on officially. A lot of you have been asking about what's going in between Euclid and Chestnut on Fulton Street, the big building there. So they've come on board. They couldn't make it today, but they're 100% supportive, and so that's really exciting to have those conversations. And again, it comes from this collective voice, right? It comes from having all the power that we have in the room here. So that's very exciting, and so we just have 62 more votes to get. So we can do this. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Margarita, for having us and your leadership.
Okay, Skyler, say your name.
Hi everyone, my name is Skyler. I got a chance to meet all of you as I checked you in today. I'm a real estate agent at Home Global Realty, and it's been really great to see the development of the bid and to be in this room and see all the hard work and the people behind it. So it's really cool.
Okay, so to get our goals, to get things together in the right place, we need a team, right? So this event has a strong team behind. So one of those ladies that really helped to put these things together is Katty Garces. Thank you so much. Thank you for your leadership. You came to our community like a sunshine. You have done so many things. Yes, she's so sweet, so good, and she has always like a nice smile to do things. And here is the result. We have more 15 ballots, right? So that's a good accomplishment, right? Thank you so much. I want to thank Diego Rios, the co-hostess, and my associate. He's been his idea last year is going good. He's doing good. So we're here together again, and we planning to be for many years, helping the bid, helping our council member. I want we want all of us that should do a very good job in this community. Because if you do a good job, also it's going to benefit us. So it's going to benefit our businesses, our communities, our everything. So the strong woman here from sanitation, I told him when she came to the wrong list, and you're the powerful woman here. So we're gonna keep in contact with you. When we see things like that, we're gonna keep in contact with you. So thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and all my team from Home Global Realty. I want to say thank you so much to Lowell, because since the beginning he's been open to our ideas that benefits the community. It's true, but at the same time he could say no, we have enough from the council, we have enough from the Cypress Hill local corporation, so we don't need nobody else. But he's open to hear our ideas, and we're here. We're here to help the community. Like I mentioned before, we are real estate office, but at the same time, we are a community-oriented real estate office. We're here to take care of our neighborhoods because the place that we do business is good. We're good too. So I want to thank also Michelle because she's the sweetest lady. That she's all she's open also to listen and go for the community. So thank you so much for your help and to all of you. I want that Diego come here to introduce Katty for the next for the next point, and then from here after Katty, then it's gonna be Michelle. So then because
give you a few minutes to eat, and while we're eating a little bit later, Katty's going to speak about the future of the bid and see what's coming up. And we would love to hear from you. Any suggestions you have for the bid, any suggestions you have for the neighborhood, any suggestions you have for each other to continue on. So let's take a few minutes and please partake.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask, first of all, thank you. Everybody enjoy? Everybody having a good time?
Yes.
Everybody hungry? Thank you. All right, I'm going to ask Katty to come over and give us a good presentation of what the bid is going to the future. And I would also like you to start thinking of suggestions. Start thinking of problems we're still having. Start thinking of suggestions and anything that will help it improve and move faster and make it reality, which is the whole idea of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Buen provecho. I hope you guys all enjoy the food. So we are trying to form the Business Improvement District here in Fulton Street. It's going to be called the Cypress Hills Fulton Street bid. And that's one of our biggest focus right now. The Business Improvement District will focus on sanitation, advocating for public safety, holiday lighting, district marketing, community events, to bring foot traffic into the area and to provide economic growth into Fulton Street so that everyone can benefit in the community. Residents, business owners, property owners, everyone that has a stake in the community. So I actually started in bid work at Woodhaven Bid with Raquel, which she was an amazing leader there, and we did so much great work over there, and I'm so happy. So I feel so blessed to be here in Cypress Hills. Thank you, Lowell, for giving me this great opportunity, and Michelle, and being part of this project. I want to see so much improvement here and bring all of those services that we provided over there in Woodhaven, and just bring them here and make them first Cypress Hills, right? Make them unique to the community, to the people that live here, their stories, where they came from. So that's where we are right now. And yes, the Business Improvement District is composed of currently of a steering committee, and it's business owners, property owners, residents, government officials, and as well as other city agencies like SPS that help us guide us to make sure that we're compliant. So we definitely need to get those last votes, as Lowell mentioned before. We're up to 62 that we need, which is it's actually a very low number from the beginning. So we're almost there. If you know any property owner, please shoot them my way. I would love to meet them. If they have any questions about the bid and what we're about, I will be so happy to answer any questions. If you know any business owners that need resources, please shoot them my way as well. And to business services, we'll definitely help them. So that's what we're about. If you have any questions, please feel free to to ask me, email me, call me. I'm here for you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Katty. I want to ask Michelle to please come forward and also give us a future view of what we're going to. But at this point, I have a question. For those building owners that still, I don't want to go in and thinking about it, I think they have no choice. Because once the bid is created, they're part of it. Like it or not, they have to contribute, like it or not. All we need is to get the whatever numbers we have left, which is nothing. And I think it's a good approach to tell them, listen, either you are in because you want to be in, or you want to be in because we force you to be in. So that's the reality. So I don't know. That's a question I have. Yeah.
Well, we're going to try the Democratic approach first, right? And try to get those 62 votes to really close, and I think the momentum is there. And as long as the existing property owners and the merchants, the 18 that we have now, like talk to their neighbors, I think it's inevitable that the business improvement district will happen. And I think, bids have a bad rep, like they're contributing to... No, like the Woodhaven bid, right? They contribute to gentrification, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, clearly that it's all about the local governance, right? So if the local small business owners, whatever their priorities are, and clearly they're not gentrification, then the bid will only contribute to safety and beautification of the community. So just in terms of like other things that are happening in the neighborhood now, it is a very turbulent time, I would say, in Cypress Hills, East New York. Just coming out of the pandemic, all of the moratoriums were lifted on foreclosure, on eviction. So we are seeing those numbers really, really spike. So we have to, reach out to our residential neighbors as well and make sure that they're connected to resources, that they're getting the legal services, the housing counseling that they need. But it's also a time of great hope. At Cypress Hills Local Development Corporation, we see young people, again, being very interested in college, going to college and getting into the workforce and getting credentialed programs. And during the pandemic, it was very worrisome. I think we were all going through like group depression, and we still need lots and lots of mental health services in all of the programs and all of the services that we have. But, the bid is a source of great hope in the community. There are a lot of startup not-for-profits like the Community Land Trust, University. I think there's a lot of collaboration between existing not-for-profits that came together during the pandemic. The Eastern Brooklyn Emergency Response Collaborative. We got to get a new name now. There's no more emergency response. But, the small businesses were also there for residents of the neighborhood and young people. And I would encourage that. Local lenders, bankers, the credit union is now in Cypress Hills. So we expect to see more investment, more lending that's happening as small businesses get their books together and get more credit worthy, that more dollars are going to be flowing into the neighborhood. And we're very blessed that we have elected officials, Nydia Velasquez, our congresswoman, who is not the ranking member, right? She is the ranking member of the Small Business Committee of Congress. But what's it when you're in charge? What do you call it? She was the chair before, then. Okay. But that can change too. And we have very powerful local elected officials, our council members, Sandy Nurse, in charge of sanitation committee, and sanitation has been incredibly responsive. I know it's not because of Sandy, maybe it is. But the commercial strip is a lot cleaner, and municipal services in general, I think, are a lot more responsive in the neighborhood. There's some big developments happening around the neighborhood that I think small businesses should watch out for. The redevelopment of Broadway Junction is on the horizon. So finally, after 33 years of the ADA being passed, there's going to be new escalators and elevators at Broadway Junction. Can you believe it? Finally, there'll be some justice for the junction there, but local elected officials, community activists are really fighting that there'll be new business opportunities, right? So there'll be local suppliers and subcontractors that'll be used on these big public works projects. So look out for that, and then we just, we have to keep fighting that all of these developments have local hire, local procurement, and that whatever the affordability is of the housing that's being built, it's really affordable to people who live in the neighborhood now, because otherwise it's just going to spur displacement and the customers will be gone. So
we're kind of in it together to continue to have this incredible community of hope and opportunity that Cypress Hills has been for generations. You know, people move from other Brooklyn neighborhoods, they can afford their first home here, they put down roots, they open small businesses, they send their kids to college. That's what I've seen for generations, and I hope it continues for generations to come. So do we have a question in the audience, Digna?
They won't qualify at all, and that's been a trend where you see a lot of people tend to think that in our community they're not educating young people, but educating young people have to move to other neighborhoods because they don't have the opportunity because they assume that everybody in our community, like East New York and Cypress Hill, when I was growing up, almost every home was owned by the person who lived there. And as people started getting older and going off to school and getting degrees, so I was just would like to just like keep in mind when we talk about affordability, let's keep in mind there's a whole generation of young people who are now college graduates or now in different places that cannot afford it because of local business.
Right, and we have to create some home ownership opportunities that target young people who maybe are earning 60, 70,000, where you would still have some kind of permanent affordability. The other thing I want to say is one of the things that we're emphasizing is we have a lot of senior homeowners in East New York. We have one of the highest rates of senior home ownership. Around a third of seniors in East New York own their homes. And so they need a lot of attention, whether it's home repairs, that basement legalization, but also planning. Like, well, none of us are going to live forever, right? So estate planning and like passing that house down to your children. And not like trying to make a killing when you like sell that house. I'm going to stop talking.
Unfortunately, Indira, the assistant, the principal from PS 171 could not make it. I was hoping she would make it last minute. But I think a very important topic now that everybody's talking here. We're concentrating on the business, we're concentrating on the community, we're concentrating on the needs of the adults. I think everything begins a little step beyond that, or behind that. Margarita went to an event today at the school for girls. This event's only girls. Margarita, Olga went there, and Guy was there, and it's impressive. And it is important to start thinking in the future, which is not a faraway future. Time flies like you have no idea. I think not only the bid, but everybody in here should be also making a great effort in approaching kids at the youngest age as possible. High school is right over here, 5 blocks away. Middle school is 3 blocks away. There's another one there. It's a Catholic school. And we are not approaching them, I think, enough to make them aware of what's going on in our society and how it's affecting them. We're talking about housing. You think it's unaffordable for us? Wait to see what happens to them 10 years from now. But you think college is not affordable for us? What about 10 years from now? Totally out of the picture. So I think we have to start thinking, and Margarita and I were talking about being part of doing something at the school level, talking to the kids once in a while, being part of that. I think Sandy, it should be, everybody should be here, putting some effort into that, because that's our future. And we will continue doing the best for business. We'll continue the best for adults. Yeah, we could do that. As long as we're living here, everybody will be good because we're in front of it. But the moment we move out, because we want to move somewhere else, we cannot ignore the future of our kids. And that's what I'm saying now. Let's start thinking about that. Let's plan probably during this year, let's get the bid together. That's a priority number 1, I think. Because once that bid's set up, once that bid starts producing and working, we start thinking that one of the effects of having better business environment is having better family environment. And let's start doing something at the school level. We plan to do that this year. do something at the school level. We will invite you to whatever event we organize. Because it's not only good for business, but it's good for everybody. Because these kids are going to move somewhere. We mentioned it to him a few minutes ago. The lack of consciousness with sanitation. People throw garbage out the windows of the car. What happened? What's going on in this society? No consciousness whatsoever. No awareness of who you are or who they are, affecting everybody. So let's just be going. This thing is going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months. Let's settle down and let's make it work. And let's start looking into taking advantage of this to grow and make the whole Cypress Hill, not only the commercial district, everybody clean, educated, cross the street at the right time, don't throw garbage on the floor, help everybody. We are a community. So keep in front of it. Thank you for coming. The fact that you're here today shows a lot, and the fact that you're here for the second time, most of you. Yes, I give it up to you. Next time we take you to McDonald's and you'll come anyway. Thank you. Anybody has any questions, share and enjoy. Nobody leaves here before the bottle of wine's out. And on your way out, please take some of the souvenirs we provided for you guys. Thank you so much. Anybody? Oh, but I don't want to print that in here, but I'll print it in. I don't know if it's car washing. Mobile car washing is becoming an industry. Right in front of the office, everywhere. I don't know who's in charge of that. Unfortunately, PD was not here today. The police department is not here today. They're supposed to come here. But we need to do something about it. Because not only running all the business out, because they can compete against that, but it's an industry. Oh, I want to introduce the lady here, by the way. Totally impressed by her. Charma is the new business owner on Fulton Street, right over here, 2 blocks from our office. She's quite something. And she deserves all the support because she's going to be fighting against an environment that is totally different for her. But she's going to do it. She's going to work it. So we're going to help her by doing this. I don't know who's in charge of that, how we're going to do it. But, yeah. I was spoken to her to be here, but that's one issue. Put it somewhere else. I mean, they're all over the city. Uptown Manhattan, everywhere.
The employee working on the barber shop, they play in front of.
They play baseball in front of her office. And it's not, it's
they put the bike out, like
yeah, no, it's
A lot
totally.
of this is all, a lot of these pop-up things, these are all in response to, the economic situation. People are finding all sorts of ways to hustle, right? Like, they know
It's
what
hustling,
it
I hustle. But they could hustle around.
And also, we understand that it impedes on businesses. We understand it impacts lives. So just know that we, in fact, it was Burnett, not Dom, but we had a meeting yesterday, both with the 104th and the 75th, to discuss that because we know that it's an issue. And we meet with sanitation all the time. We got cameras coming. I mean, things move at the pace they move with government, of course. But we know that you all deserve a corridor that is clean, is safe, looks beautiful. People like coming here.
Walking around, yeah.
Want to come shop on Fulton Street. We all want that for all of ourselves, not just for others, for ourselves too. So, we're here, and as much as possible, we can make visible to you the conversations we're having. We will try, and I think once the bid is there, it'll be much easier because we can say, like, here's what's going on, and you all can distribute that through your network so you feel that you know something's happening. Because we know sometimes things are happening in the background and you don't even know what's happening, and you're like, what's going on? And so we just want you to know that we are, trying to do cartwheels and bend over backwards to get this clean and throw as many resources as possible to, because we want, I personally am just excited by the vision that you all have. I want to be able to leave this position having done much better in building on the work that Brock did and Thurman did.
And everybody's done to contribute. We want to make sure that everybody's, the next level is what we're.
And you had the full support, you said.
You but of course, just so you know, the car wash, in fact, literally had a whole meeting about the car wash.
I'm sorry, I'm always, I'm like pro a lot of stuff, and I'm pro small businesses too. And some of these businesses, like the mobile car wash, are actual real business, right? And if we're talking about a bid of businesses in the neighborhood, maybe we should, if you have a car, let's start having them wash your car instead of going to the car wash, and having a collaboration between them, because in the same way that your businesses are suffering, theirs are too. So when you say take them around the corner, that's like that NIMBA, right? You take them around the corner, people around the corner don't want them there either.
Yeah, but you don't want cars on the sidewalk.
No, I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying that you should. I think
there has to be a way of making it
right, but that's where.
Yes.
But there's a way of having this conversation, and if they're their business and you a business and they're affecting your business, let's have a conversation. Maybe I have a spot right here that you can wash the cars on, right? Maybe there's a garage down the block that's willing to say, okay, on Mondays and Fridays you can wash there, because a lot of these are people who move towards some of them actual business, and mobile business, or I may live upstairs and I hire somebody to wash my car downstairs. Now you have the business downstairs, but I live upstairs. So those are conversations, and I found that and I actually know 2 young people that came out of one of my programs. They don't do it here, but they have mobile car washes, and a lot of time it's just a difference in how you approach them, and and I think sometimes we can have that conversation. I don't know. I don't have a business here, so I'm not in a position to say that. But I think that if we start having conversations with them instead of about them, it would probably find a happy medium where you are happy as a business owner and they're happy. Maybe I can wash my car when I get my eyebrows threaded, right? Maybe I can have when I get my hair. It's about being creative and innovative. So that's
a conversation. That's a conversation. Thank you, Sandy. Anybody else? Any questions?
I believe that we had to give the opportunity to Evelyn Cruz, representing Nydia Velasquez, our congressman.
Gracias. Thank you. I don't think I need it.
Good, go ahead.
It's on? Okay. Great. Well, listen, on behalf of the Congresswoman, thank you for the invitation. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces here. And as we celebrate Women's History Month, it is important to know that, to remember that women make phenomenal business owners. And it's been demonstrated year in and year out in New York State and in New York City, especially among our minority business owners, Latinx business owners. In Congress, the Congresswoman has been, she had been the small business chair for the nation. She was instrumental in authoring the PPP bill, the IDL bill, these bills during the pandemic to help our small businesses. We started first with the simple PPP because we were, as you know, businesses were bleeding, and then came the help for the community-based organizations and our restaurants and venues. Did we help everyone? Probably not, but we did keep a lot of businesses in play. And we know that a lot of our businesses throughout our district were also successful in repaying their loans so that they don't have to pay interest on that loan. And that is something that we are really proud of. I commend the Cypress Hills LDC, Lowell with Kathy, previously Raquel, because reinventing and reimagining Fulton Street has been a life's goal, I think, for Michelle. I have been with the Congresswoman 30 years. And we have been visiting Fulton Street and chipping away gradually at improvements, but it's been, like everything else in government, incremental, very slow. But I personally have seen progress, and I know that there is a lot more to do. We took on the city when they started to fine our small businesses for the signages. Remember that fight? And that was hard hit, because you're in the middle of trying to make a living, and then they're coming to tag you, not even giving you a courtesy, a warning, something that we were so disappointed with. We are also proud of the kind of resources that we have been able to bring, like whether it's the Cypress Hills LDC, or even when we started with the Women's Business Center on Jamaica Avenue, something Nydia proudly funded for many years, because we know that it is the small place where you can go for help. Now we support totally the bid. Raquel did a wonderful job when she was here, and I can vouch for her in Woodhaven. They miss her sorely. That's one of my other areas. And the work that she did, with the support of the LDC here, was incredible. And Kathy was a partner to that. I think that this is a great opportunity as Cypress Hills is kind of like the next level, right? It's no longer the killing fields as when we came over, that's what it was known as. We were dealing with the 7-5 precincts. The 75th precinct only had one sector, that was it. We were successful in fighting and creating 3 sectors for the 7-5 precincts because we knew back then that we wanted public safety for our kids, we wanted public safety for homeowners, and for anyone getting off the J line, you know, after a late night's work to walk safely along Highland Park and to their home. So the Congresswoman, you may not see her often, but we have a long history in being engaged in these issues here. And I want to thank, you know, the LDC because, again, they've done it. We've done it with school. And I think Mr. Rio said it correctly. We got to start with continuing to foster, you know, foster our young people. We've been successful. We were all fighting for 3 schools, right? I think we got 3 schools here, you know, thanks to many of, you know, the Chafer, you know, team back then. So, ha habido mucho progreso en esta comunidad, mucha lucha, mucho sudor y mucho trabajo con tantos que están aquí. Y es bueno que también tenemos en la presencia, representando esta comunidad, a Sandy. Sandy is muy consciente, and she's very hands-on. And that is something that I gotta say, you know, from someone that wasn't in this community, her investment here, her time here, her dedication here is quite admirable, and this is what we needed, a boost in the arm to take us to the next level. And that's the only way we can work, right? So the Congresswoman can bring all the federal funding from Washington to the state and to New York City and to our district, but we need eyes and ears here locally. We need you as community-based organizations, as business owners, and we need a city council rep to say, hey, we need to, these are the projects that I need in my district. So that is how Nydia has been working. We really respect all of you. I mean, investing in your business, especially during this time, is a little challenging. I have seen in other bids a lot of businesses going out of business, but big business is big business if it's supported. So we are with you. We're so proud of Raquel being now with the SBS. We had her come down to Sunnyside. The Congresswoman invited the USA SBA administrator to the district, and we went to Queens, to a new part of our district, and Raquel joined us, walked, well, I wasn't there, but Nydia was there, and it was good to see another part of New York City's business. So there are a lot of models that we can follow, and I just want to thank you. I'm taking up too much time, but I thank you. Margarita, thank you. Real estate is big business. I think education is big business in real estate. I think we need to, and we're going to be hosting a few workshops collaboratively as we're prepping up. But es importante to also introduce investing for young adults, as this young woman stated. I think it is important because home ownership gives you stability, and it also builds generational wealth. So that is a critical component. Many people say, oh, being a homeowner, you want to be rich? No, no es rico. Es de establecer generational wealth for your family, and that is critical. So if we could do something with low-income housing co-ops, you know, that Michelle, we got to work on this. Low income, you know, that $250,000, $300,000 co-op that someone can afford. We need to think out of the box. So we're there. Sandy, let's get that. You know how we do it, right? Community land trust. That's how we do it. We acquire those properties and build low-income housing development corporations.
Thank you so much. That was great. Wow. Okay, 2 final items. We will stay here as long as you need. Nobody's throwing us out. The Carro Café has provided containers if you need to take or you want to take any of the food up there. Don't step out of your table until you finish the wine. By the way, Margarita spent tremendous amount of time redoing this today. I want to ask you please, don't leave it behind. She will be very hurt. So take it, put it in your pocket. Keep it as a souvenir. She went through this 10 times. Look at it again.
Nice job.
It's not perfect, but it's great. So don't leave it there to be hurt tremendously. And if you need more, I have someone in the office.
Thank you so
Can we
much.
take like a group picture for Twitter?
How we're gonna do, I don't know, but yes.
Yeah, we can take